cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Lake. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the UAB Blazers and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Blazers head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Blazers will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Mason. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Owls offense will have the football first. And we expect to call this guy's name pretty often. Here's Peter Clark. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. inside. It's Smith. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's caught. It's Clark. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Right side, it's Hardy. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
It's inside, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To throw, it's Shepard. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's Chase. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throwing right. Hauls it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Temple!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blazers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Burton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he loses the football on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the tight end. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st and 10 coming up. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Shepard. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
A run for the quarterback. Runs for the tackle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Just smothered on the play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's past the marker. Gashing the D on the right. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. Hand off Robinson, running left. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Burton. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UAB. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Long way to go on second down. Corner's going to give them room. They'll run the counter. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Left side is Ferguson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Shakes off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it back to him. Ran through the contact. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass, it's Burton. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses to 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. The give is to Smith. Plows through the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Off to the races to the right. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Blazers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be get 10. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second and long here. Keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Third and long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Shepard. Whip it out to the back on the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. Trying to get started. Powers through. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Second down to the air. Throws it deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Blazers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And now the hit knocks it loose. He jumps on it and corrals it in great alertness by the return team to retain possession.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little. To survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Hardy. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's Shepard. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Throwing deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's Washington with a real chance to make this a memorable season. 9-1 following everything that happened last year. Let's find out if they can get to 10-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Back now to your game inside the link. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Link, Lincoln Financial Field.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Right back to it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hold and fire complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Shepard. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Caught behind the line. It's Bermudez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands, it's Clark. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The play fake. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun. Out wide right, it's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Left side, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. On the draw, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Leaves it in his belly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The They picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sells to fake. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Looking to throw, it's Shepard. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll move the wide receiver. To the back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Blazers in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Bush is ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Robinson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. Quick give. It's Simpkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Deep in the end zone, it's Mason. And he loses the ball 2nd time today. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. First play of this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chase. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On play action. Fires to the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw again. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They kick it away on 4th down. Searching for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Burton. They'll run the screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide left, it's Bermudez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Driven back.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Handoff again. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. These corners backing off a bit. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Chase. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Sets his feet. It's Shepard. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll go with Robinson. Trucks through the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Robinson one more time. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Robinson. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.